Hi, this video will show you how to get started and create your first FastHTML app in Python using VS Code. FastHTML is a new Python framework. You can use it to build modern web applications purely in Python. It is so fast and easy to use than using front-end stack like React and Next.js in building web applications. Since this is a getting started tutorial, we are going to build just a simple form that looks like this. We have an H1 tag here, then a search form, and all these form fields. To learn more about FastHTML, you can visit the GitHub repo, Awesome FastHTML. This repo contains several resources about learning FastHTML. In VS Code, you can see here I have created a Python file, main.py. Let's use this file to create our first FastHTML app in Python. The first thing we need to do here is to import the necessary modules. So over here, we import all the necessary modules from the fast.common module. Next, we should create an app and router instances. Over here, we create an app instance of a FastHTML app. The router, which is represented with RT, helps to connect URL paths to all the functions that will be executed. Next, we should define a route using a Python decorator. So this line defines a route for the route path. Next, let's define a Python function here. We will call it get and return this div object. So this is just an HTML div tag converted to a Python object. So in Python, you define the HTML tags as functions. You can see here, we have the div function. We also have an h1 function that displays hello world. We also have the HTML paragraph tag as a p function. In order to display our app in the browser, we need to serve it. So let's add the serve function here. So this is all we need to do to create our first FastHTML app in Python. To display the app in the browser, I will press Ctrl and backtick to bring the integrated terminal. Let's then run the file with this command, python3 followed by the file name that is main.py, and press enter. You can see that was successful. We can now view the app in the local host. So over here, we can press command on the keyboard and click the link to open it in the browser. If we visit the browser now, we will see the text hello world, some text, some more text. You can see here, it displays that here, hello world, some text, and some more text. In the beginning of this video, I showed you what we are going to build in this tutorial. That was this simple form. Let's update the app we just created to create the form. I will first click the trash icon to kill the server. Then we will update the div component. So in the div component, we are going to return our own HTML elements. FastHTML is built upon HTMX. HTMX helps developers to build web applications faster and simply without using JavaScript. So let's go to the HTMX website. So here you can see we have information about how to get started with HTMX, but that is not what we are going to do. Since FastHTML is built upon HTMX, we can use some examples here. Over here, you can see they have some common patterns. Let's click, for example, this one. So these are all standard HTML elements. So we can pick anything from here and convert it to FastHTML. For example, if we want to use this form component in FastHTML, we should convert it to FastHTML format. So let's copy that. The FastHTML team has designed this tool to convert any HTML document or any HTML tag to a corresponding FastHTML tag. So you can see we have our form in HTML. Once we paste the HTML code here, we get a corresponding FastHTML version. So this is part of the form I showed you in the beginning of the video. So we can copy everything here and use it in the FastHTML project in Python. I have already prepared the content for you. So let's go back to VS Code. First, we are going to return the title of the page. With that, we use the standard h1 tag and convert it to a Python function. Next, we are going to create this form input. The forms will not have any interactivity, so we leave all these placeholders as they are. I will make a dedicated video that explains these parameters in more detail. For now, our main interest is just to display the form input. Next, we will add a div element for the search resource. Then we create a button to search the resource. Next, we will add a horizontal row to separate the search form from the content below it. Let's go back to the HTML to fast tag converter and copy this form. So we are going to paste this form below the search field. Next, we are going to add the following styles for the form. And finally, add the hsGet attribute to make an HTTP GET request. So that is all we need to do to create and style our simple form in FastHTML. We first make the necessary imports. Then we create an app and router instances. We define the root path using a Python decorator. Then we create a Python function to display the content we want to show. Over here, we also add the styles. For an actual implementation, you can consider using Tailwind CSS or Daisy UI for styling the app. So now we can go ahead and run the app by bringing the integrated terminal with Ctrl and backtick. Then I'm going to run this command, python3 main.py, that is the file name, and press enter. So you can see we have a link to view the app in the browser. So let's press command and click the link to open it in the browser. So you can see we have the title of the page and the forms we just designed. So that is how to get started with FastHTML to create your first web application purely in Python. From now on, I will be making several videos about building UIs using FastHTML. So I encourage you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching this video.